We actually have more breaking news for you in what's happening in prison today. Drug cartels are threatening prison ministries. Grand Rapids, Michigan wrote this on the Christian Newswire. They're talking about in El Paso, Texas, which if you're in El Paso, you probably had some snow a couple of days ago. Right across from the Texas border is Juarez, one of the most dangerous cities. As you guys know, there's a lot of National Guard that have been brought to the Texas-Mexican border because of things going on. There are, there's just so much smuggling going on, drug trafficking, sex trafficking. Mexican authorities cannot, control the violence and keep it at bay. There's been over 2,000 deaths so far this year. And Crossroad Bible Institute, Cynthia Williams, went there to speak at the seminary students to help them. She said, the day we arrived, there was a mass shooting at the mall in Juarez, and several people got killed. But she said, as a missionary, she's used to the danger, so she just tends to trust the Lord. Just outside of Juarez is the Seminario Todos los Naranjos, which is all nations seminary, where they have lessons in Spanish, English, and they study things. They train people, try and help them out with this turmoil that's going on. Williams said, the students are studying the Bible and correcting inmate lessons in a very stressful situation. That their experiences have made them more empathetic to human tragedy, but they live with a heavy heart. She wonders how this is going to play out, but there's hope. The opportunity is invaluable for people in seminary and a different church as they prepare for church leadership, and it's great, and they're really grateful for the willingness and encouragement to help the prisoners while in their own city. The Crossroad Bible Institute is a prison ministry in its 25th year operation. They have over 40,000 students, 8 international distribution sites, and more than 3 openings pending. If you go to cbi.fm, you can enroll and get out more information. They have programs at no cost for prisoners and their families. Sticking with the subject of prison, we're going to go to New Jersey. New Jersey prison. This prisoner, the New Jersey State Prison, there is an ordained Pentecostal minister. His name is Howard Thompson Jr. He's an inmate. He's been preaching weekly worship services until 2007 ban on inmate preaching. The ACLU filed a federal lawsuit on his behalf to lift the ban. The settlement applies only to him. He's serving a 30-year life sentence for murder and robbery. Now I ask you today, what is the determining factor in your life? What comes against you, that is, that you finally want to take a stand like someone who's in prison? If you've lost all your rights, you've committed sin, you've done things wrong, would you still at that point be willing and able to still serve God? Can we follow His example? It's an extreme example, I know. But even still, with His example of showing what a sinful life is, that He fell down, but He still moved forward in a plan and a purpose for Him. So, I want to encourage you tonight to let you know that God has a plan and purpose for your life. That no matter how much you've screwed up, no matter how much we've fallen down, God will take care of you. We'll be right back. Okay. Well, it looks like my producer says I have actually more time than I thought, so we're not going to take a quick break yet. I thought I was getting a cue to say that we didn't have enough time. We're actually going to go ahead and go into one of our Eternal Flame news articles that we've written. We're going to start by playing the audio clip. If I can find it. Oh, it's on here. This is going to be about slavery. You guys are probably really familiar with sex trafficking, and you know how children are being affected, and all the different comings and goings of life. I may not be able to play this audio clip unless I can get this to work. Yeah. It looks like it's not coming on.
Yes, it is. It's going to.
But
Chinawa Kapimai's nightmarish ordeal began 4 years ago.
I never imagined that this kind of thing would happen in the United States.
Kapimai, desperate to provide for his family, says he answered an ad from a job recruiter in rural Thailand. The recruiter promised an $8 an hour job in America, he says, picking tobacco in North Carolina, and he'd get a U.S. visa.
When they heard that there was a job in the United States, and not just a job, but a job on a legal visa in the United States, I think that was really the golden ticket for them.
But there were problems from the outset. First, he says, there was a payment up front, $11,000 US, money he borrowed from loan sharks before he left his home in Thailand. Once in North Carolina, Kapimai says there was no work, no money, and his passport was seized by the recruiter, Million Express Manpower. Kapimai says he and the other 29 farmers who came with him realized they were trapped.
Some of the men were so stressed out to the point that they seemed suicidal.
Kapimai says he begged for work. And when Katrina hit the Gulf Coast, Million Express Manpower brought some of its employees to New Orleans. He says the men were told to gut this condemned hotel and were forced to live there while doing the job. And all of this without pay.
We couldn't find anything to eat. We happened to have some uncooked rice with us, so we trapped pigeons and cooked the pigeons to feed ourselves.
Eventually, they were brought back to North Carolina, where one night, they say they escaped. Louis C. DeBaca is the U.S. ambassador charged with fighting modern-day slavery.
This is a hidden crime. The very nature of this crime masks it from us.
Eventually, Kapimai and 21 others sued.
that was an audio clip that played from CNN. I went ahead and posted the link from our Eternal Flame News article in the chat for you guys. But I'm going to check with the producer to make certain we have enough time. If you guys want to look at this article, we will probably take a break, and then I'm going to go right into our complete response from what we wrote, and then I'll give you some personal comments as well on what I think about slavery and the whole gist of what's going on in America and what needs to be changed. Let's see what we can do.